Before we begin the video, I would like to extend a big thank you to all of our Patreon supporters and YouTube members. Gepin Moses, Josh Fix, Future Gaming, I Am a Skull, Sundrew Oris, Eyeball Pole, Super Mandible Claw, Kao Komori, Alan Barty, Justin Ashley, Purple Derpington, Nickel 805, Jordan Howe, Simone Hornsby, Mighty U Imson, Victor Vasquez, Shadow X Kills, Lee Runnan, Joven Go Oko, James Butterworth, Justin, Thesion 1111, Red Rosser, Disturbed Guy, Fallen Dragmire, Latanya Young, Zangeli Specop, Duba Minus, Kiki Rocks, Kill or Be Killed, Chris O. And I would also like to extend a big thank you to our executive producers, the Anime Hybrid, Joshua Fix, the Gimster 101, and Bevan Brummett. Thank you all very much for your support. If you wish to become a YouTube member, click the join button down below next to the subscribe button. And if you wish to become a Patreon supporter, click the link below in the description to find out more. We'll see you there.
Scream.
Oh, come on! Ha! Knew it! No! You always go after Afro. Every time. Is it because his name's in all caps, dude? Is that it? Speedruns. I think there's something pretty much all of us have seen at least once on the internet. I mean, you know,
I've watched them several times for fun.
yeah, I have as well. And personally, one of the first videos I remember ever looking up here on YouTube was a Super Mario Brothers speedrun because my friends at school wouldn't stop talking about it. And I remembered I actually went and got the Super Nintendo or the regular Nintendo from my grandparents' house, and I asked them, "Hey, can I borrow this and I play on this?" And I actually tried to beat the score. I actually tried to beat it, and I was never able to even get close because it was just it was back before I knew about, frame perfect and perfect frame jumping and all that, and it's just practice makes perfect with these things. I'd say the closest one that I could probably say that...
I feel like it's almost practice makes better with a lot of them because...
Well, yeah, there's no such thing as perfect.
There's a lot of, games where perfect runs can only be done by, a computer.
This is true.
People just don't have the skills to do all of the perfect inputs required. Like, Celeste is one of those.
Yeah.
There's a computer-assisted, speed run of Celeste, and, everybody's just watching it, commenting on it, being like, holy shit! Watching what the computer does.
Yeah.
Because, a real person just probably couldn't actually do it.
Well, there's actually one I saw, it's a speed run of Super Mario World on Super NES, and what they did, dude, I couldn't believe this. The dude actually inputted code into the game by doing character movements, and then by executing an exit function in the gameplay, he actually skipped the entire game and it went straight to the credits screen. It's honestly one of the craziest things I've ever seen. It's just like, how do people figure this out? And all it is he literally goes into the game, and while you're going through the game, you write code. You're writing code. You are literally writing code on the graphics chip. And by doing that, you effectively can write in there an exit function to go straight to the credits. And then by activating it by, he kicked up a turtle shell or a Koopa shell, and it hit a Koopa while it was still in the air. And it was one of the... Honestly, dude, I recommend anyone out there who's interested in, glitch runs or skip-assisted runs. That's honestly one of the craziest things I've ever seen. But personally, the game I would say I got closest to speed running, quote-unquote speed running, is the double flute-assisted Super Mario Brothers 3. That one I am very proud of because I remembered my cousin Josh was over, my sister was over, and they just watched me do it. It took me like 4 tries to get it, but when I finally got it, they were just like, "Oh my gosh, Nick, you did it! You did it!" I'm like, "Yes!" It felt so awesome. And then I see other people pull off shit that I never even would have thought of, and I'm just like,
so
this
through
is my
playing
life.
the game myself just a ton of times through, I have a pretty modest time on how fast I can beat Super Metroid. Mm-hmm. It's not like 100% clear or anything, you know. I can't ever remember where all the stuff's at. But I can get through the game in one setting easily, like, you know, without a break.
Yeah.
But I never actually sat down and tried to learn the speed run because there are a lot of like frame perfect inputs almost for different skips and stuff. Like one of the hardest things to do consistently is the shine spark skips, which basically you have to be running from a far enough distance to activate your speed boots. Hit down on the D-pad, which for some reason the input feels weird on. Sometimes it feels like it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's really hard. Like you have to stop moving and hit down like immediately, very quickly, almost like a Mortal Kombat input or some shit, I guess. Like and then you have to, in the time that you have allotted, line up and press the direction plus jump at exactly the same time to go in the direction you need to go. If you get anything off, you either fuck it up, don't activate the shine spark at all, or fly in the wrong fucking direction. And shine spark takes health while it's active while you fly. So if you fuck it up, you can actually just like kill your run right there. Like,
Damn.
Not to mention, like, if you fuck it up too many times, it just wastes a lot of extra time trying it. But you can actually shine spark into the wrecked ship over the water if you do things right. Like, you have to run out from like the Crateria screen and shine spark across all of the water to the wrecked ship.
Dude.
But I've never really given it a serious attempt just because it seems really hard. But lately, I actually have been learning a speed run for Resident Evil Remake.
Yeah, I actually have scoped him doing that a little bit, and
yeah, like I played through it regular again, and it probably took me about 2 hours to actually get to the guardhouse on my regular playthrough. I think it was like a total of like a 6-hour playthrough or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when I learned like the initial mansion part and gave it a try, like I fucked it up at places, but I was back at the guardhouse in like 40 minutes, like shaved off a lot of fucking time, like just knowing how to do it. It's really cool because you don't have to, like, there are some like quote unquote like frame perfect, like it's like you have just a few frames to do stuff right on certain dodges, especially against like Lisa, like the chick with the fucking wooden thing on her wrist, like the wooden cuffs that smashes you with them.
Double
like she's really hard to dodge, but for the most part, it's just learning the game enough to play it really efficiently. And there's like a couple of glitches, like something called stair skating, where with tank controls, if you move up or down stairs and you mash the run button really fast, you'll kind of glide up and down the stairs. Like up and down the stairs. Like, so that's like the only real glitch to it, and it's not hard to do, really.
Well, I mean,
the hardest thing about speedrunning the game for me is there's literally a part in the game in the speedrun called the shark skip, or the Queen Neptune skip, which is where you don't electrocute the shark, you just jump in the fucking water with it and grab the key while it tries to eat you, and it's goddamn terrifying.
He hates sharks.
I pulled it off both times I tried it, but it's still fucking terrifying. I hate it. Like,
not
to mention just having to run past the other sharks every time is not fun either. Like,
yeah, it can't be fun for you, but all in all, speedruns are something I'm really interested in, and Jaden apparently attempted a speedrun and got a world record. So, hey, good for you, Jaden. So, yeah, I guess we're going to...
Sometimes if you look for obscure enough games, it's actually not too hard to get a world record because people just don't speedrun that game very often.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, for instance, like certain... there's certain Wii U games, I guarantee you, because of the lack of playtime on Wii U games, you could definitely get a world record on some of those. But either way, we're going to see what Jaden got a world record in, apparently, and let's have some fun. Here we go.
I think we all know the gist of what a speedrun is. Play game fast. But there's so much more that goes into it than what's on the surface. People spend hundreds of hours practicing games, finding optimal routes, discovering the most precise glitches that can save from minutes to just a few frames, which if you don't know is basically risking your entire run just for a
Oh
few
my
milliseconds
gosh.
of time save. I've come to love
That-
speedruns, watching them at least. Something about them is really cool to me, and I think the community is really cool. It's all cool. I've been lurking
GDQ,
and
baby.
watching various speedrunners
It's one of the least
for a
toxic
decent amount of
communities
time,
I've managed
and I
to
decided
find.
that I wanted
Do what?
Like, there's some toxicity I've come across in the speedrun
Oh,
community,
God,
but it's
yeah.
not super toxic compared to a lot of other communities.
No, it in truth, the ones that are toxic are really just they're in their own little members only club.
One of the main things I saw is there's a dude that speedruns that called out someone else on his speedrun being obviously like cheating, like tool assisted or something. Like,
Yeah.
the RNG was manipulated behind the scenes. And the guy, like, tried to be like, I didn't fucking lie. And then so he had, like, his fucking fan base go to the dude's channel and slander him for calling him out.
Yeah.
But it ended up being that the dude was right. Like, the dude
Yeah, I know that
played
Apollo-
that game especially. Like, it was a Yu-Gi-Oh game. And the guy played especially that game himself a lot. And he was like, this is not fucking possible.
Yeah, I know that Apollo, there's a YouTuber out there named Apollo who actually goes and he finds like cheaters and he sees if these runs are legit, and he actually has done reports on like the biggest cheating scandals in gaming history.
Yeah, I know the Donkey Kong deal was a big thing.
Oh
back in the
yeah,
day.
well of course, dude.
The
Billy,
dude playing it on MAME cabinets and saying he wasn't. and
yeah,
shit.
hey Billy Mitchell, you're still a loser.
Yeah, you're a prick.
Yeah, either way, Steve Wiebe is my hero.
to do a speed run. Now, I don't really have the time to set aside hundreds of hours to hone my skill on whatever game I want, so I decided I had to do a blind speed
wouldn't
run
pick
where
that
I
one
just
for a
play it
speed
for
run.
the
Not
first time
remastered.
and try my best. I spent a few days racking my brain on what game I'd like to run. I like Pokemon. Maybe I could run a Pokemon game, but that's a lot of researching and memorizing and luck. I could try a Mario game. It's a popular category, but I don't know if it's for me. Then it hit me. The perfect game. Of course. Why hadn't I thought of it sooner? I ran to speedrun.com to check if anyone has run it yet. No one. None. I'm gonna be the first person in the world to speedrun Cooking Mama 2. Why did I choose Cooking Mama?
Hell yeah.
Of course you would pick an obscure game. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the Cooking Mama franchise. I love like a lot of the DS franchises and stuff like that. Oh my god, dude.
That's hilarious.
The Wii and DS franchise. God. Jaden, don't ever change. We love you. You are the shit. We love you to death. Don't ever change.
Dude, Cooking Mama is awesome. If you haven't played, it's a DS game where you follow steps to make food and impress Mama. The better you do, the better score you get. Plus, I'm at an advantage when it comes to preparing food. I've seen Food Wars. I know all the techniques and secrets. If you're under 18, don't look it up. Why did I choose the second game and not the
Friggin'
original?
Food Wars.
That's the one I
Shokugeki no
bought.
Soma.
Duh. I used to play Cooking Mama all the time as a kid with my friend Kate. I always thought Mama's English was really funny.
Great! You get it, you are best ever!
I still love it. We even had
Yes.
this system where if we kept failing at a recipe, we'd have to change chairs because that one had bad luck. Obviously. I don't have that luxury this time because I have to stay by the computer, so I'll have to come up with a better strategy.
Yeah, with the
also,
capture
extra
card.
movements lose time. I need to be efficient here. Anyway, I wanted to have some sort of challenge, so I decided to add some rules to my run. 1, I have to fully complete the main game mode, Cook with Mama. 2, I have to receive a gold medal on every single recipe. That means I can't make a mistake. Ever. Can't burn a single onion, can't accidentally pour the rice into the sink, can't smack my hand while pounding mochi. If I do, the whole recipe needs to be redone. 3, that's it. Do it fast, I guess. The first recipe is pizza, and I was off to a pretty good start. Obviously, it's a speed run, so I didn't have time to read the little description on what to do each step, but for the most part, I was able to use my massive IQ and big, strong brain to decode the objectives in split seconds. Except in the last step where I didn't know how to work the oven and failed immediately. Again, off to a great start. After deciphering how the oven worked, I was moving on quickly. Peanut butter, poke the peanuts, done. Oops. Recover, adapt, overcome. Done. Sea bream carpaccio. Exfoliate the fish, chopping, restart. Choose smaller knife, easy peasy. Corn soup. Ew. Bald the corn, boil, strain. Oh, come on! Not all the corn came out. Alright, admittedly, I was making a lot of mistakes at the beginning. I was nervous because it was my first speedrun.
As you
and I
do.
didn't know what I had to do most of the time and was generally panicking. But then I remembered that no Cooking Mama 2 speedruns exist yet, so that means I'm on world record pace, and that made me feel better. One mechanic I learned the hard way was when it comes to the oven, choose the low heat. The first attempt, I decided to go with the medium heat to go a little bit faster. And look at this! Oh no! What was that? That was a speedrun in itself. Burn the apple pie as quick as possible. You know how there's separate categories
Turn it into an
in
apple
speedruns?
crumble.
Mario Odyssey has the one where you take Mario's shirt off as fast as possible called nipple %. I want one for Cooking Mama 2 called burn apple pie %, where you just burn the apple pie as quickly as possible. Anyway, I redid the pie and was moving on. Bonk. Il rice bowl. We're about an hour in at this point. I had my friends in a Discord call so they can help me take notes so I didn't have to rewatch all the footage again for the script. And they decided to look up how many recipes there actually were in the game. I didn't know because I wanted to go in completely blind. And you know what they discovered? There are a total of 80 recipes in this game. An hour in, I was on recipe 8. Which would be impressive in real life, but not here. So either we were gonna pull a Cooking Mama all-nighter, or I had to start picking up the pace. Sorry, Shrimp, this is gonna get violent. It wasn't perfect, and I was still making some mistakes, but I started getting into the zone. It helped that I was starting to get familiar with the mechanics, and actually know what the game wanted me to do for most of the steps now. Waffles, chili dog, meatloaf, lobster. I was one-shotting all of them. I even put 2 mama flags on the lobster, which was a bit risky, but you know me, I live for the danger. I almost forgot to put the lobster on. Let me pause and tell you a story of my childhood. I already mentioned my love for Cooking Mama as a kid. Even 12 years ago, I set myself the goal of getting gold in all the recipes. But one haunting memory I have of this game was my struggle against the Mama Rice Cracker. All the steps are relatively simple, but at the end you have to stamp all 18 crackers with a Mama stamp. That's what makes the Mama Rice Cracker the Mama Rice Cracker. But as a kid, my DS was old and I dropped it a few times, which messed up the calibration on my screen in a way I couldn't fix. So that meant at the very end of the recipe, it was extremely hard for me to stamp the stamp in the exact spot that Mama wanted. I spent weeks, I'm not joking, trying to get the gold on the Mama Rice Cracker. It was the last...
Okay. Didn't know Jaden became Steve Buscemi.
Damn.
Jesus.
It was the last one I needed, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I'm pretty sure I was eventually able to pass, but let's just say I didn't, for the sake of drama. Either way, I was having PTSD. I was going through all these steps, washing the rice, putting the rice in the little hole, mochi pounding the rice scoop, and then it appeared. The screen that caused the most pain a video game could to a 10-year-old. I was slowly making my way down the line. Everything was going well. And then all of a sudden, on the 10th cracker... No! I accidentally tapped the screen when I was lining up my pen, causing me to not brand the cracker enough. I'm not one to believe in spiritualism or star signs or Destiny's Child, whatever that stuff is. But that moment in particular made me question if it was all real, and my only fate is to eternally fail the last step of the Mama Rice Cracker recipe until I inevitably die an unaccomplished old man that makes ugly rice crackers. I did it right the next time, but that would have been unfortunate, right? Mama Rice Cracker conquered. Now nothing was in my way, and I was making my way through the rest of the recipes.
Jaden's making her way downtown.
Minute mark, 27 recipes in. Ari got out of his cage and was running around the room, so I had to spend precious time getting him back under control. That was a loss of 2 minutes right there. Then I missliced the raviolis, so I'm blaming all of that misfortune on Ari. I actually struggled a lot on the ravioli recipe. The pasta is really hard to cut because you have to time the slice with the line, but since I was so focused on when to cut, a lot of the time I would deviate from the actual line to cut from and mess up. Then when I was able to get past that stage, for some reason the mic had trouble hearing me blow, so even though I was doing what I was supposed to, I'd fail anyway. Did you hear it? Overall, I had to redo the ravioli recipe 6 times, and I spent 11 minutes on it. Not great. Thanks, Ari. But after that, I was able to
Anytime,
one-shot both
Jaden.
the cake and the spring rolls. And can we talk about how the ice cream recipe literally just makes you scoop out store-bought ice cream and put sprinkles on it? That's been my favorite recipe so far. Skipping forward a bit, let's talk about the mango pudding. This was ravioli part 2. The first step I had trouble with was memorizing the order of the ingredients. It was a 6-part Simon Says memory game, and my big smooth brain can only handle one number at a time before the concept of object permanence leaves my body. I inevitably got a lucky pattern that was easy to remember, and after a few more steps, in the end I had to draw a line at a specific speed that would remove the pudding cleanly. Too slow and it wouldn't come out, too fast and it just... For the life of me, I couldn't get the pacing right 3 consecutive times in a row. And with the combined difficulty of that, along with the memorizing, I spent another 10 minutes trying to get it right and still failing. My confidence was shattered and I had to take a mental health break. I'll be back for you, mango pudding. I'll come back stronger, and I'll cook you so well I'll become the mama. I was in shambles from the pudding, but was able to move on and started getting back into a rhythm. All these foods, I was knocking them out one by one. I will note that I struggled with popcorn because I thought there was gonna be some sort of indicator or something on when to open the lid. So I just sat there until I realized I burnt it all. Oh wait. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll open it when I hear the popping sounds. And then I opened it with like 5 popcorns. But it's okay, I was able to figure it out. Overall, the rest of the run went on without any major problems. I was able to finish up the rest of the recipes, and at the 6-hour, 38-minute mark, I only had 2 recipes left. The bento box, and of course, the mango pudding. Time is ticking, we're in the end game now. Also, my Discord friends were ready to never talk to me again. I thought I could just get the bento box over with quickly because it's like, you just put food in box, right? Well,
No.
actually, I didn't realize I had to include food from all the categories Mama gave me or something, so I failed it like 3 times and was on the brink of insanity trying to figure out what Mama wanted from me. The food is in a box, Mama. What's what a bento box is? Food in box. What else do you need? Blood? A blood sacrifice? It didn't say anywhere in the instructions that I should have put more variety in there. Not that I was reading the instructions anyway. I still, right now, don't know what Mama wanted, but at least I finally got the gold after 4 minutes. That meant I only had one last recipe. 79 were completed. The mango pudding was the only thing standing between me and the first Cooking Mama 2 Dinner with Friends world record. I clicked it nervously, but I climbed my mountain. I trained with Mama, and I've come back a new chef. Peeling, slicing, blending, I was quicker than ever. There it was, the memorizing. I was doing well until... No! I restarted. I was sweaty and shaking. My brain was shutting down. My eyes had only been seeing Cooking Mama for the past 6 hours and 45 minutes. Every breath was Cooking Mama. Every neuron in my skull was Cooking Mama. Every atom in the universe at that moment was Cooking Mama. But my next attempt, oh my god, oh Jesus, is this the one? I nervously went through the rest of the recipe until I arrived at the last step. It's been about 3 hours and 15 minutes since I practiced removing the pudding from the mold, and to be honest, I don't remember the removal strats. First one, second one, let's go!
Nice.
I got all the puddings out flawlessly. I waited until the results to confirm it. Boom! 100 points on the mango pudding. Stop the timer. I did it. At long last, all 80 recipes in Cooking Mama 2 gold. In 6 hours, 47 minutes, and 27 seconds. There might be some room for improvement there. Overall, I had a really fun time with the speedrun. It's not even close to a good run, and the time can easily be halved, but I still pride myself in knowing I was the first one to complete and document the Cooking Mama 2 all gold %. And also burnt apple pie %. If there's any speedrunners out there wanting to try and take my crown, I'll share some speed strats I thought of during the run. If you complete the steps too quickly, you get a bonus, and at the end of the recipe, if you get 5 bonuses, you receive a gift that you can't reject or skip, which loses a lot of time. You're smothering me, Mama. So if you can get no bonuses within the entire game, you'd be saving a lot of time. Another tip is, if you're gonna mess up the recipe, don't mess up the last step, because if you do, you have to wait through Mama giving you your score and clapping for you and being like, yeah, it's almost perfect. And the whole time you're like, yes, Mama, I know it's not perfect. I dropped an egg. And then she gives you like 3 presents in a row because you got too many bonuses. And you're just screeching at her to shut up the whole time. I didn't discover any glitches that would save time, unfortunately. I don't know what a Cooking Mama glitch would look like, but it doesn't sound pleasant. But it doesn't matter, because as of this moment right here, I'm the one with the Cooking Mama 2 Dinner with Friends world record. Guess I finally did something with my life after all. Anyway, thanks for watching my first attempt at a speedrun. I think, in hindsight, I should have chosen a game that could have been done in a few less hours, because I feel like I aged 20 years after this. But you live and learn. I wanted to submit my run to speedrun.com, but since no one has run the game yet, I need to submit a request to add Cooking Mama 2 Dinner with Friends. But I only made my account last night, and to make a request, I need to have had my account for 7 days. So I'll submit it in 7 days. But it's not gonna be interesting. I didn't record my audio with it. It's just 6 hours of Cooking Mama gameplay. Also, we're working to drop some new merch in the shop really soon. I don't know if it's on the site yet, but it's coming. And we've got some real fun stuff in the works. Alright, that's it. See you later.
Okay.
I wonder if it's on there yet.
Hold on. Let's take a look. Let's. Oh gosh. So here's the thing. As soon as I typed it in, speedrun, the first thing that popped up was Cooking Mama. Like, no shit.
Everybody went and searched after they watched this video.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Is this? Oh, you son of... Okay, the burnt pie run. The burnt pie speed run. The 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Someone did the burnt pie speed run. Wow. That's just... We're currently on speedrun.com. There is no... hold on. Nope. All recipes, all gold medals. No... Yeah, it's not on here yet. But it will be. And I cannot wait for Jaden to officially be number 1.
I'm curious as to the updated time for my speedrun I've been practicing.
Well, one thing I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to leave a big ol' like on this video. And also I'm going to leave a comment down below for you all to find. Also, you know, just go check out Jaden's channel. Jaden is just such a precious like individual that honestly, anytime Jaden releases a video or just release anything, I'm always happy to hear and see what Jaden's getting into. But good lord.
So Pessimism has the Jill record on PC, which is what I'm playing it on, with an hour and 16 minutes and 44 seconds. And he also has the Chris speed run in an hour and 19 minutes and 3 seconds.
Hour and 18 minutes and 30 seconds. Damn.
There's also a mode where you play with door skip turned on, and he has both of those as well. So door skip's just a mod that takes out the opening the door scenes and walking through.
Yeah.
And the run is more like 54 minutes. So his record is 54 minutes, 17 seconds for Jill, and 55 minutes, 48 seconds for Chris. I also don't know if that's best ending or not. I think 100% is what they're considering best ending, which ups it to like an hour and 22 and an hour and 24. Pessimism has all the records in the game, apparently.
Jeez. Well, I mean, when you play the game enough,
really
dude, I mean,
good at it.
Well, that's the thing. When you play the game,
he's only beat this guy named Harima by like 4 seconds on most of them, though.
Sheesh.
Good guy from Japan, apparently. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really intend to get a world record.
I'm trying to think of how I can make the rhyme work on this. When you all see the comment that I'm writing here, I hope you all will appreciate it, or don't. I don't really know, but honestly, yeah, this is a great video. I mean, again, dude, anything Jaden does, I'm just gonna I'm already subbed to Jaden. I'm already huge fan of Jaden. Which if Jaden ever sees this, hi, big fan. Also, be really cool to chill with you, on Discord and play some Among Us. I know it. You probably get that invite from a lot bigger YouTubers than us, but just wanted to put the offer out there. Anyway, yeah. So
We have a partner Discord now.
yeah, we are. Yeah, we got a partner.
We're not totally
Discord.
irrelevant.
Yeah, we have some. I'm not going to say clout, but we do have some. We're doing something right, apparently.
Yeah.
And also, you can't express enough on our Discord. Our Discord community and the person who formed that Discord, Bone. Which Bone, thank you again. You are the man. And Jaden, hey, if you do see this, hey, we like to play a game or two with you, and try not to make you too mad, because that's I think that'd be something. I think that's something Jaden probably gets happens to her way too often, is when she does games with other people, they deliberately try to make her mad or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. I mean, she's precious. I don't know why anyone would ever want to do that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. So until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
And we'll see you then, everybody. Peace out.